Hello, welcome back. This is MC1 Gamer. I have been away a little bit too long, and I think it's time to go and show some of the stuff that I have on the painting table and what we'll be seeing once I get this stuff finished painted. I built a bunch of stuff from the new set, but I'm also going to talk about some of the old stuff that I've been working on that I just haven't gotten to, and then I'm going to start getting back to. So just real quickly, before I get into all this stuff, I'm going to be releasing a bunch of other content. I'm going to do some role-playing stuff, but there's a bunch of AOS, Age of Sigmar stuff that I'm also going to be doing, as well as Star Wars. Time is a little bit less convenient than it used to be. Different job, different circumstance, but either way, there will be content coming. So, you know, I mean, I have a bunch of these wonderful new endless spells and some stuff from the Nighthaunt's range, some of the Banshees and the objective features, objective tokens. So this stuff is all finally built, and whoever designed this, man, you are a tortured soul, because this thing is it's painful to put together. You can get around it, but let me tell you something. You better be careful. Not to you know, even if you avoid these, there's a lot of little pieces here, and but it's worth it. It's worth it. Look at how beautiful that thing is. And I did follow. I think it was the first person I saw that that put it out there was Relian. Don't do the interior structure. There's like an interior lattice work that it tells you to use to kind of build out the infrastructure of the globe for the Purple Sun. Don't do it. Just take your time, build it slowly, let it dry, the different pieces that you put together, and it'll be just fine. It actually worked out very well. I don't know what the circumstance was where maybe it just didn't fit, but other people had said that, and I think it was Relian that was the first person that said it. I followed it, and you know what? It worked out just fine. It put together. I didn't have any issues. But that is the new stuff, but let's go back and take a look at some of this older stuff that I have been sitting on and not doing anything about for the longest time. And these are my Black Knights. So I have converted these up. I've used some of the old heads from the zombie horse heads. I've dremeled out some of these interiors so that the skeletal horse heads from the old kit can come through. These are my Bretonnian undead. So I've been working on this for what, 3-4 years now. This has been a passion project and pretty difficult, but I just wanted to show some details. You can see that I've swapped out a lot of the arms so that they are, and I've been using a lot of the Black Knight bits as well as others and Bretonnian bits, but each one of these, for example, the lances are being held up by skeletal arms on all of them. Many of them have, obviously, the Bretonnian helmets, but there's quite a few that have skeletal faces. Let's see if I can find one of those. There's quite a few of them. Let's see. Here's one, I believe. Yep. There's one. Oh, let's see if I can get that. So I've been working towards trying to get them to look like they are undead and not just Bretonnians. I think I have a couple of these in this batch. This is not the only batch, but there's 10 of them here. And very similar to what I did with my my Blood Knights and my Hex Wraiths, just really giving me a real Bretonnian feel. And I'm using these... These have fleur-de-lis on them. Let's see if I can get that to focus a little better. These are the shields that are going to be used. And then, of course, I have the horses. Now, there's a lot that goes into this. These are the horses that go underneath. Some of them don't need the heads, so the heads have been chopped off because they'll have the pieces already put on. The ones that don't, and mind you, I'm going to pick this up. They're all numbered, so I know which ones match up. But you can see I put, you know, the skeletal horse noses and teeth on some of them so that they look sufficiently undead. But these pieces are going to and some of the heads are going to come out and stick out through these holes here. And you know, I did some test models. I think they're going to look great. I'm really you know, very excited about them. See, there's another one with some of the skeletal horse that actually comes from the heads that I chopped off on these pieces here that you see. But this is going to get put together. It's a multi-part kit, obviously. I'm going to paint them individually, and then when I put them together and they're all completed, I will definitely showcase them on a video. But it's a lot. It's certainly a lot of work, but it's worth it, because if you want to have a fully converted army, with a particular theme, you know, you gotta own it, and you gotta really work at it, and it takes, you know, it takes some time, and obviously it's taking me a lot more time than I probably should have taken, but you know, I've been inspired by the new AOS 2.0 to get these babies finished, to get my skeleton warriors finished that are also mashed up with men-at-arms. Long ago I completed my zombies, those that I kept about 60. I sold off about 240 of them, but I kept 60 of them. I'm glad I did. Those, I'm very happy the way they came out. But this is really going to round off my Bretonnian Undead for the Legions of Nagash army. And once I finish that, then I'm going to be moving off to the Nighthaunt. And so keep an eye on that. If you have any questions about it, you can certainly look at some of my past videos, some of the stuff on my Twitter that I put out, you know, about, I think it was a year and a half, 2 years ago, with some of the finished products that that were all in Mouseline colors, black and yellow, or black and gold. By no means the first person to do this. I'm sure I won't be the last, but it really is something that really hit home, because I love Bretonnia, and I love the Death Armies, I loved Undead, and that merging just seemed to work, and I'm going to continue with that. I'm not sure if, for Nighthaunts, I'm going to continue with that. I've thought about, perhaps, and I will mind getting some feedback from people, I've thought about taking, perhaps, the, like the Night of Shrouds, has all this wonderful, you know, the material. I don't know. I mean, I imagine this is skin. It looks like it could be skin, you know, but it's all, you know, it's coming off in tatters, and then there's the ethereal wisps that come off as well. But this could also be, for all we know, this could be, you know, a colored tabard, you know, a barding and whatnot. I could do this in like yellowish colors that could also fit the rest of the army. It's possible. I don't know. I think I might just go with the paint by numbers, you know, go and do what Games Workshop and maybe some of the other videos that have been put out there by really good painters have done and suggested. So I might stick with that, but I'll see. I'm going to try and test out maybe a scheme and see if maybe I'm going to have the Night of Shrouds fit with the Bretonnian army. But I kind of feel like I have a little feeling that I don't want to do that. I'm not sure. Tell me what you guys think about that, because it's its own army. I mean, yes, it's part of Nagash, Nagash's overall armies of the undead, but they are their own faction on their own as well. And you know, while this guy could be a Bretonnian undead, I mean, I could put a shield on his arm here that is one of these shields, for example, with the nice, again, the fleur-de-lis pattern. I could paint, you know, his cloak in a yellowish pattern that kind of fades into the ectoplasmic ethereal colors, but I kind of also feel like maybe, you know, and I could put a Bretonnian helmet on here instead of this, but I kind of feel like, you know what, why don't we stick with this design? It's a beautiful design, and I know, you know, like I've done a ton of converting, and I kind of feel like I just want to get these armies on the table and try to do a really good job painting them, so I might actually not do that. I don't know. I'll see what kind of feedback people give me and whatnot, and we'll see if that happens, but otherwise, yeah, some really good stuff happening here. I mean, there's more stuff that are built, ready to be painted. I'm getting my son, thankfully, back into painting with his ogres, and we'll hopefully see some of that stuff hit the table. And then maybe, I don't know if I'm going to be doing battle reports, but I am definitely going to be doing some commentary commentary videos on the state of Age of Sigmar strategies and whatnot. And we'll see, you know, see how the game progresses. I'm extremely excited about Age of Sigmar 2.0, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going on. And the reason why I'm not really putting out as much of my own content is because so many people are putting out really good stuff of their own. So I'm just really happy, you know, that the community has developed, evolved, and people are putting out quality stuff. And I'll come back now and then with whatever my thoughts are. And if you guys got any requests, please feel free to put those out there, and I will see what I can do to accommodate. Have a great day, everybody.